Okay, so here's another thought that's on my mind. I can't count how many times in my life that I've heard somebody say, I'm not creative. I can't do that, I'm not creative. I could never try something like that, I'm not creative. I could never do as good as you or them or he or they or she or non-determined. I could never do this because I'm not creative. When did you start buying that? When did you start self-identifying as a not creative person? Is it because you can't draw? Is it because something happened in art class when you were 10 and you had a horrible art teacher and they wadded up your art and threw it in the trash can and told you it was bad? Is it because you are constantly comparing yourself to other people in an area that's not your area of expertise or your area of joy? Or is it that you've just decided to define creativity a certain way and then define it in such a way that you don't define yourself into it? And you know, on one of my other videos, someone replied down in my comments, well, you talked about Jordan Peterson's idea of creativity, but you haven't defined creativity. No, I haven't defined creativity. That's the problem. I'm not going to define creativity, at least not in this video. I still am thinking about how I would approach that subject because there is not one definition of creativity. There's not, because there's not one area that creativity manifests itself. And so how it's defined, used, expected, or whatever in one area is going to be different in another. So when I hear somebody say, I'm not creative, it makes me very sad because it's possible that you have expectations of, well, you can't draw and you can't meet those expectations of of drawing in a way that you think is well done. So therefore you have categorically defined creativity as having a drawing skill. And there's two options here. You could dedicate yourself to learning to draw if that's something that you take very seriously, and you can learn to draw. People can learn to draw. Some learn more easily than others. Some learn math more easily than others. I don't know, it depends on your teacher, it depends on your aptitude. I still struggle with math, and I take the small victories if I can guess my change at the drive-through window. But the other option is that you broaden your definition of creativity to say that I may not have a drawing skill by which some people define creativity, but I do this very well, or in this area I am more creative, or this is how I express my creativity in this area. Because I think there is room for all of us to express ourselves creatively in our life. It's just going to look different from person to person, from situation to situation. Yeah. So at this point in time, when it comes to defining creativity, I am Switzerland, okay? Because I don't want to define somebody out of it. And that's the teacher part of me, the mom part of me, the part of me that wants to encourage people to explore that aspect of themselves and grow into it, grow with it, discover it, explore. So please do not use the excuse that you're not creative to stop yourself from either learning something new or learning to be better at something that you hold to be important. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that today. Thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you later.